Brian Shaw and Steve Smith in the backcourt.
Indiana Pacers that had been to the playoffs a couple other times. Now we see Kevin Lockery and Phil Jackson preparing their season, but they have no idea what they're in for when the Dobermans are turned loose by Chicago.
Bulls have never lost to Miami, as you see by that graphic. The season that he feels is going to help kind of experience in terms of playing under pressure.
Glenn Rice at the power forward and Grant Long at the center, and almost teams.
We have a delay because of the other clocks are working.
Character of the players. The play
left, as you look at that picture, will be playoff experience in any start. Michael Jordan turning it in.
Guarding point guards, most of it.
And Jordan spears the rebound. We've played over a minute, no score. Chicago in a hurry. And nice. Now Grant Long. And Jordan another rebound. And it gives up. On the rebound, a loose ball foul whistle. Long missing. Jordan. Ahead. Brian Shaw to the hoop. And the Heat has playoff points ever. Paxson with 10 on the shot clock. Michael Jordan over Rice.
Well, this is a matchup inside. They're trying to take advantage of the fact that John Paxson is going to take advantage of that.
We talked about that with Kevin Lockery today at the shoot-around. All out of bounds. It belongs to Miami.
I thought that Kevin
Smith at the controls against Jordan. Quick drive by Smith. Got bumped. Count. And the
very difficult year. You see how he finishes the drive there.
In the regular season, Smith was a Scottie Pippen against Rice, and he is fouled. Pippen to shoot two.
He had a game. It's their top scorer. It's their interior lead. He had a game on the backs. He looked in the mirror the night before.
Points to this point. Shaw turns it in. Nice drive by Likely switches out. The Bulls punch into the mismatch. Cartwright over Rice. Actually,
that's just Kevin Lockery told him.
Steve Smith guarded by Cycli against Cartwright. In Miami, steps out to his
side. He's got the quick turnaround off the glass. Let's him go outside and shoot.
Super pass by Jordan missed, but drew the foul. He'll shoot two after
here to stay for the duration.
Kevin Halls, he's leaving Rice in the game. With 6:51 left in the quarter. In one.
Well, you know, there's a couple of theories on that. One is you want to get them out immediately, and then you can get them back in the second quarter.
At 5. The shot clocks and game clocks working at both ends. That points and the Heat in front.
It's like a volleyball tap.
Here's Jordan on the pirouette, and Cartwright is open.
One of the things Kevin Lockery told us at the shoot-around was he wasn't going.
Glenn Rice against Pippen. A through try by Rice. Scottie Pippen with his second. And let's see how Phil Jackson plays it. A sluggish start by the defending champs. Joel Paxson ahead to Pippen. Blow and pass Rice. Pippen. Blow and pass Rice. Now Shaw doubled. Long to Cycli. Good recognition by the Heat. Grant Long. And the Heat back to Scottie Pippen under the Grant. Paxson dancing Pippen under the Grant.
Give Scottie Pippen the ball. Clear out for him and let him take Glenn Rice off the dribble. Clear out for him and let him take Glenn Rice off the dribble.
Over Shaw instead, and Jordan has 6. Time with a little over 3 minutes left in the first quarter.
Why it happened.
Opening night elsewhere in the inside. It's Rice against Paxson. Jordan the block as he recovered, knowing that Rice wanted to post. Was Hansen, I'm sorry, that he had posted
Well,
up.
This is going to be the next step up for Glenn Rice. He's going to have to learn to read the double teams.
And Shaw. Long for 3. Rimming, though. And
well, it'll be interesting to see if the size of the Miami Heat guards 6.
Cartwright drops it for Jordan. Jordan against Smith. Ball to Jordan. Jordan off the drive. 8 points for him, a 2-point Miami lead. Near the bottom. Their first 3 years in the league, but this year they rank very high in team free throw percentage. Cartwright open, right back to Jordan. And the rebound to Jordan. He's going to run out.
Well, I'd like to see Kevin Edwards show a little more pace. I'd like to see let that guy shoot a little bit if you want.
It was Rice over Hansen. Now Chicago looking 2 for 1, and Jordan zigs and zags. And now Chicago looking 2 for 1, and Jordan zigs and zags.
I look for Kevin to get a timeout.
The game clock will get it again on 24-second possession.
You know, you talked about how the Miami Heat has improved their free throw.
Clock in the game clock and 17 to shoot. The Heat the steal. Smith on the run out, and Miami in front by 3. Maybe got a piece of it. Hansen, the turnaround shot. 3. 3. 3. Off the cut, Pippen for the goal. The 2 fouls is guarded by Keith Askins. Off the cut, Pippen scores.
Oh my, Scotty foul here, but the way he holds. He has a way, JD, of kind of holding. It's kind of a pointless series, isn't it?
Jordan in the post against Kevin Edwards.
They may.
Scottie Pippen to Jordan in the post against Kevin Edwards and company.
For that, they sent the double advantage of the size of Allen Ogg coming over on the double team. He smells it coming, see it? And he turns and fades towards the baseline, negating the 7'1" size. See it? And he turns and fades towards the baseline, negating the 7'1" size. That's instinctual. It's brilliant.
He's got 14 points in the contest, all of the Chicago points from the backcourt. Eliminated in the least. Michael Jordan for the Kevin Edwards. Eliminated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Not intimidated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Intimidated in the least. Michael Jordan for the dunk. Askins to cycling. Askins again. 2 in a row. He's selecting the Budweiser player of the game.
There's that size on the double.
Pippen right back into Green. That's about 3
of the size that they're sending. Your size is on the baseline. It's going across. Someone has to.
Missed steal by Edwards. Jordan after the fake. And Purdue trying to keep it alive. A foul call. By Bimbo Coles, who has come in. Jordan off the drive, a punch into Grant again.
How strong Horace Grant is. This 160 spin, that's unbelievable.
Cycling is stopped by Purdue.
Well, Horace Grant takes the role of being the person that sits in the third.
Miami throws ahead against the pressure. Cycling over Purdue. They understand that pressure.
Anytime a team presses you, you should punish them for pressing.
Scott Williams has checked in for Chicago, replacing Will Purdue of the Bulls in Chicago. And why not? Miami will get a severe taste, I'm sure, at the start of the third quarter of whether it had its effect. The Bulls into only their... Michael Jordan back for the Bulls, and
higher low side, you end up giving up a three-pointer, so it's a pretty good...
Grant Long against Livingston, and there's Rice open, but blocked and blocked again. Scott Williams before the game, Dick, when we were standing out on the floor, you said...
The size of Scott Williams. As we see Glenn Rice go up inside, and he gets blocked from behind and then blocked...
Jordan guarded by Shaw. Michael quick move to the hoop and finishes lefty. Michael quick move to the hoop and finishes 18 points. That was Pippen the steal. Livingston, Pippen, and Jordan. Livingston, Pippen, and Jordan. and Pippen and the Bulls have their biggest lead.
I mean, if there was a fourth.
This is the 20. Chicago Stadium to life. 4:46 left to go in the first half.
Well, Dobermans are being sent out to go to work off of Michael's shoulder. And that's what, but he was sending.
It's on the board already before halftime. That foul on Michael. In fact, they do a lot of three-point shooting out of it. Here's Jordan. Wow. Point shooting out of it. Here's Jordan. Wow.
Get out of my way. Oh, my Lord. You did. I did. The whole scores table fell. He decides to elevate his game. He says, get out of my way. Oh, game. He said. He says, get out of my way, my way. Oh, my Lord. Game early. Was there good transition defense? The fact that the...
Paxson looking for Jordan. He's on fire. Jordan knocked it away. It's out of to Miami with 15 to shoot. Everything now the Bulls are contesting. Pippen. Steve Smith. Right back to Rice. Good play.
Plays.
20. Rimming no, and Pippen controls the rebound. Scottie Pippen under the Grant.
How they got back in transition and how...
Cycling. A pitch out to Long. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan against Rice.
This will be his third foul as he lets him go. Sometimes a player just has to take his entire team on his own talented, broad shoulders. Look at this, Michael. Michael knew that the team was that he needed baskets and they needed inspirational baskets. He provided.
Michael Jordan with 12 points in the first quarter, 11 in the second. Lob to Paxson. Now Jordan from just inside 5. He committed a lot of people to following the ball, Dick. Rice gets the dunk, and I think that because they knew the Bulls were up against. And now it's Jordan again. He's in for an Astro-like performance. He's deep on Cycling. Pippen driving hard to the shot. Paxson.
Pretty well matched up now.
Pippen driving hard to the hoop.
You got to make him take the jump shot back off.
The long up-court attempt wide to the right by. And at the half, the Bulls have their biggest lead in Chicago Stadium.
And you know what you're going to do when Michael Jordan is wide open. 20-footer all net.
That's
here you got Pippen coming down right to the airman, and he takes off just to show everybody, I'm right here. I love that.
The game. It was Miami for the most part. In the first half, the Bulls only led briefly, but then with Michael Jordan back for the Bulls. And
to the airman, and he takes off just to show everybody, I'm right here. I love that.
Bulls happens to be their biggest of the game. It was Miami for the most part. Half, the Bulls only led briefly, but then with Michael so far in 6 attempts, the Bulls have yet to attempt one. And when we begin 2, they don't shoot that well. Here's Rice against Horace Grant. Beats him with a nice move, and Rice is in.
Ronnie Cycling gets the ball in the post, and all he's done is look to pass the ball back out. Hasn't expressed himself inside like he should.
That guy has expressed himself on occasion. 29 points for Jordan.
That is enough is enough. I'm taking over 27 big ones in the first half.
Scottie Pippen left it short. Smith working around the Grant Long screen, and it's Brian Shaw.
Same old ain't that bad.
Glenn Rice with his 3rd foul. It's not a serious injury. It does create extreme pain.
You know, someone was talking to me before the game, and they said, oh, nice move.
He said 31 points for Jordan.
That is what they said. But what's happening is The passing lanes are being taken away, and that's why Michael Jordan is able to get in. So passing lanes are being taken away, and that's why Michael Jordan is able to get in. So have a cup of tea, 2 lumps of sugar, please, and I'll just put the ball in the basket while I'm there.
And Brian Shaw gets assessed his 4th personal foul.
Shoot threes for spacing as they're having trouble with the press.
Pippen to Jordan. It's a 10-point. Smith missing. Cycli fakes on the follow and gets the jam. Cycli fakes on the follow and gets the jam. Cycli has 9. Look at Shaw and Smith front Jordan and Pippen. Cycli left it short. Look at Jordan snap at that rebound. Hence the expression that Johnny Bach uses, turning loose the Doberman, at their game going.
Well, I'm afraid that Swagger has turned to dagger.
Oh, Cartwright making a move out of the post. And Kevin.
Great deal of poise and cool for a rookie.
And now it's pass away with 16 to shoot. Chicago to inbound. Jordan against Shaw. Paxson over the Pippen pick. And Cartwright set one as well.
Bender ran right into the double.
Smith from the outside. 2 buckets. Steve Smith and that. Alley-oop for Jordan. Michael inside on Shaw. Trying to string 3 hoops together. Long feeds Rice. In a row. And Glenn Rice with that basket. Cycli. Now it's Jordan against Smith. A rimming good. Jordan with 36. He's got him a thought. Here's Long on the drive. Gets snuffed. Gets it back though. Stayed with it nicely. Again Long. But not quite as much like him as Harvey Grant. Now Jordan feeds Paxson. It's a 2 and it's Paxson with 6. 36 points. Oh, wonderful move to Cycli. Pippen the block, but a foul.
Now, Chicago really has not solved that high pick and roll.
Pippen through traffic. Jordan on the finish. Jordan has it. Shaw quickly long. And Horace Grant gives it up to Paxson. Whoa, knocked down by Smith. He wanted the foul. Quarter, the first time Chicago's led by double figures. Cycli on the follow. Cycli with 11.
That they have not solved that defensively. I thought all has to be solved with the 2 guys that are defending out high. If you're going to wait for the guy in, they don't have much offense on the floor. It's going to be a very dangerous period of time for the Miami Heat.
Again, the Bulls go into Jordan, and again he delivers. He's got 38 left in the third.
The team's third.
It's left to go in the third. Long driving on Williams.
Create some.
Chicago to throw in. That foul was on Keith Askins. Jordan a quick spin out and dunk. When that foul was on Keith Askins. Jordan a quick spin out and dunk. Was on Keith Askins. Jordan a quick spin out and dunk. Was on Keith Askins. Jordan a quick spin out and dunk.
Nog has got to come across.
By the way, has 40. Here's Jordan against Smith. Sees the double team coming and just goes to the hoop. Against Smith. Sees the double team coming and just goes to the hoop.
If you got to maybe decide.
Foul, that's his second. In the last 2 minutes. Edwards gets another. Jordan getting a rest. Hodges is in. 42 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. For seconds, Paxson giving to Hodges. And Purdue with a foul. With points, the Bulls in front by 14. He has scored in all shapes and sizes tonight as he returns. And so does Purdue. In the third, Chicago. Williams. Now it's Jordan at the controls. Good punch into Purdue.
Absolutely wonderful.
Scott Williams, 3 to shoot. And it's tipped in by Cole.
Passing here. Michael Jordan pushes it up, gets it back, goes up, changes his mind inside.
The Heat. I think the Chicago Bulls have gained some respect for them as well. And because of the way that Michael Jordan and the Bulls have played in the second half, it could be bad news for Miami.
Very nicely, thank you.
Be sure to stay tuned.
Well, you don't see that very often. That's the hand checking foul. That's kind of a friendly warning from Daryl Garrettson. See the hand check? You see the hand on the hip there? That's not much of a foul, but he's impeding his progress, and he's just saying, hey, points, I don't want to get back to this thing where I get 50 and the rest of the team gets, 30.
But you know what, Dick? He called. We think of a utility player in a baseball sense as a if that is a guy who comes getting down the lane is Edwards, and he finds Grant Long
Outside the three-point line, trying to create some easy baskets.
Hey, there's 8:30 left. There's Jordan in, finding Pippen, who finds Armstrong, who finds...
He's the finest long-range shooter on this team. He is their best percent from three-point line. 7 of them this year, made 35. And they're building another one right next door, which he will fill. An interesting sidebar. Scottie Pippen
Fouled by Jordan, no call. And Rice looked like
it's going. I mean, those were too obvious, and they're out drying it up right now.
4 fouls on Jordan. Bobby Hansen coming in to replace club in front by 17 with 53 remaining.
But they got the right idea. Punch the ball inside or take the ball off the dribble. Have a chance to maybe get some three-point plays.
DJ Armstrong leaves it for Pippen. Horace Grant, the offensive rebound, and a foul.
There's that 18-pound medicine ball that he went up to shoot. Huge for Meal. They're weight training, brother. A bit for Meal.
Hansen runs out at Smith. Shaw from the perimeter.
Clawn hanging in there, playing proudly, challenging shots.
Purdue, the offensive rebound. With 11. Quarter, it is a 102-84 lead for the Bulls. Smith for 3. Book it.
Going to be some kind of player.
Shaw over Armstrong. Another. Ryan Shaw. 3 into the Devil's doorway. The creature features all night long. Mons, Jordan, and Paxson. Starting back in there with 2:52 remaining. Michael Jordan to Pippen. Purdue on the 10th. Timeout taken. 2:37 remaining in struggle. You were talking before the break, Dick, and how relatively injury-free they have been.
In comparison, the Washington Bullets now missed 281. Purdue was in early foul trouble, but I think he needs to add that dimension to that beautiful jump shot. That
to the Knicks, 109-75. We're told that is the lowest offensive output by the Pistons. Lowest offensive output by the Pistons in the playoffs. Michael Jordan has tried by Rice is short. Jordan throwing ahead to Grant. Horace Grant with 15. Now it's Jordan again coming up with a steal. Paxson to Jordan for the finish. Paxson to Jordan for the finish. The steal. Paxson to Jordan for the finish. 46.
This is only one game. We played pretty darn well. I'm going to be talking to you guys about it when I get
Will Purdue. He's shooting 2, however. John Sunbold on the foul. Michael Jordan-like night in getting the Bulls a new playoff career high with his second free throw. Now, John Morton for 3. Had a foul called.
Chicago personal foul 20 by Hansen.
It's on. So the Bulls step out with a game 1. It was a little struggle for Chicago, but
Chicago Bulls 113 to 96.